Hello, everybody. Welcome. Here we are at Pluto in Tari, and what a beautiful space it is. Thank you so much for having us. We've just done a really fun set with Matt Zarb under the Goodfellas, and now here we are, Goldheist in full sparkles. I'm here with my very good friend, Anthony Walmsley, on guitar, and we're going to sing you some songs. So I'm going to start with a song that's actually a new piece that you may or may not have heard me sing before. This song is about a tree. I read this really interesting story about it. This tree was very, very old, and there were scientists trying to discover exactly how old it was. And this was in the 60s. They were drilling core samples of this tree, and they still couldn't get a clean sample, so they couldn't work out how old it actually was, but they figured it was pretty up there. So by the time they finished drilling the core samples, this poor old tree looked a bit like a bit of Swiss cheese, and they decided they might as well just chop it down, and then they'd be able to date it accurately. So they did that in 1964, and they found that not only was it a very old tree, but it was in fact the oldest tree ever dated, and it was nearly 5,000 years old. And it remained the oldest tree ever dated until 2013, I think, when another tree of its same species was found and outlived it. So this song is about that tree that got cut down in 64. And look, how silly are humans? Such silly people. That tree was called Prometheus, and that's what this song is called. And it goes like this.
Did you know I was the oldest tree in the world? When you got me down in 1964, 5,000 years of reaching for the sky, brought down in a single day chainsaw. And are you happy now? Are you happy now?
Thank you. Thanks very much. Yeah, so humans are crazy people. Very silly indeed. This next song I'm going to do is another story. Before COVID, when I was still living in Sydney, I used to do a lot of busking. And some of you may have seen me busking in Hyde Park. I know that a lot of people who follow me on socials have met me on the streets. And this is a song about a friend that I made while I was busking. His name is Mr. Robinson, and he's a homeless guy, and he lives in Hyde Park. And we became friends because he loves music, and he would come and hang out with me while I was singing there. And he wears a really awesome Akubra hat. But one day when I was in the park busking, I saw him, and he didn't have his hat. And I said, "Where'd it go?" And he said that someone had stolen it. And I thought that was really sad because, he sleeps on a park bench, and I thought, the least you could do is leave him with his hat. So I did a shout out on my social media channel, and my fans pitched in and gave me some cash to buy him a new hat, which was just amazing. And so we went down and got this brand new Akubra and took it to him in the park, and he was so stoked. So this is a little portrait song about my friend in the park, and he's a real character. He came to Australia from New Zealand in his early 20s, and he came here to be a TV presenter and a model. He's very handsome. And so this is a really interesting little story song about my friend Mr. Robinson. And it goes like this.
Mr. Robinson's a Capricorn like Jesus. He'd be a happy man if he knew how to turn water into wine. Water into wine. He likes Fleetwood Mac and selected tracks from Elton John. But his favourite song is one of mine. And he says that he's found God, but it's hard to tell. I wonder if he's caught between the heaven of the body and the fires of hell. Mr. Robinson's a picky pescatarian, and he fortifies his coffee in the morning to get him through the day. To get him through the day. He doesn't like spicy foods, and his diet's strictly gluten-free and dairy-free. Sugar-free. But he used to be a model, so I guess he's just watching his weight. He still scrubs up pretty good for a court date. Mr. Robinson likes to give me presents, but he won't confess their provenance. It's probably better not to ask. Better not to ask.
Thanks so much. We're going to do a song now, which is off my second album. So you can hear this song on Spotify and all of those things. This song is called Place. And I had been overseas with a special friend of mine, and I'd been wondering if I sort of wanted to stay overseas. I was in France. And whether or not he was special enough that I wanted to actually stay there. And I decided that I didn't. And so I came back to Australia, and this is, I remember flying in over the top end, and you just look out and it's just this wide brown land. And I was just felt so good to be back in Australia. So I wrote this song. It's all about just the little things that you don't really realise how much you miss them until you don't have them. And there's some magpies in this song. We've got magpies at our house. We started sort of feeding them a little bit. And now every morning they're just like sitting there at the back door being like, where's my breakfast? And it's just beautiful. So this song is called Place. Cool.
Never know till you go away the things that you will miss. The magpies in the morning, the hills beneath the mist. I could try to teach you, but you will never understand, because in your heart you'll always hear the call of your homeland. And we can close our eyes, compromise, we can laugh it all away. But surely love alone should be enough to make you stay. But every time I see the stranger in your eyes, I know you must return to the place your heart resides. Never know till you go away the things that you love best. The rivers and the mountains, the sunsets in the west. I could try to teach you, but you will never understand, because in your heart you'll always hear the call of your homeland. And we can close our eyes, compromise, we can laugh it all away. Well, surely love alone should be enough to make you stay. But every time I see the stranger
Thanks so much. I'd like to invite the good fellas onto the stage, please. So I have a bit of a cough, guys. It's not COVID, which is good. We have documentation. But, yeah, it's a bit of a singer's nightmare. First gig since March and I've got a cough. What is this? 2020, man. It's really, 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 really got it all. Got it all. I'm so lucky to be here playing with these amazing people. When we practiced this, I was over there so I could see them all, and now they're all behind me, so that's weird. So, I love you guys. Hi there. Hi everyone. I feel like I need like little wing mirrors on my keyboard so that I can see you all. Does anyone like deal in car parts? Because I reckon some like vintage Holden wing mirrors on my keyboard would be schmick. Yeah, probably. We're going to do returning first, friendos. Bit of death there for you. This song is called Returning. It is from my first album. It's an oldie, but a goodie. And it goes like this.
In one life, so much will change, but I have my memories returning like old friends. And in this place, the pictures flash. The years collide, the younger me is returning. People in your life come and go, come and go. Try to look at me, but you never know. You never know. Some memories, carefully archived in galleries, returning. It's coming back to me now, hey, hey. Returning. And could I change my history if I could for just one maybe? Returning. People in your life come and go, they come and go. Try to look ahead, but you never know. You never know. Been yet some memories, carefully archived in galleries, returning to me now. It's coming back to me now. Hey, hey. Returning.
Thanks so much, you guys. Beautiful. Well, while we're here with all these beautiful instrumentalists, we're going to do two instrumental pieces, but we might smack a bit of Fleetwood Mac in the middle if we're keen. So, but this first song is a really, really beautiful song that Anthony wrote, and it's called Gary's Song. So, this is a song for Gary. What did you do? Oh, crikey. There's so many buttons to choose from. Look at all the ones I've got to choose from. It's amazing I ever get it right. Awesome. So, this is a shout out to my friends in Sydney in the Australian Fleetwood Mac band. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? So I used to stand in for gigs for them. I was Christine McVie. And we had so much fun. And I think we're all missing gigs so much, so this is just such a treat and such a pleasure to be able to be here and playing all these songs for you guys. This is a song about a witch.
Rihanna rings like a bell through the night. Wouldn't you love to love her? Takes to the sky like a bird in flight. And who will be her lover? All your life you've never seen a woman taken by the wind. Would you stay if she promised you heaven? Will you ever win? Will you ever win? She is like a
Cool. Thank you so much. All right, guys, Big Country. This is another instrumental piece. Yeah. Give us a little change around. This is by who? Baylor Fleck. And what a big country this is. Oh, guys. Oh, yeah, I remember this now. I reckon. Hey! It's okay. It's okay. I guess it's got a lot of E in it. Awesome. All right, ready for another little sing? Maddie, you going to do some harmonies for me with this one? Harmonies for this one? This is Life in a Northern Town. Oh, will you practice? Never mind. You got it all over it. Yeah, it's beautiful. Special little people that you are. This is another cover, and then we've got another 2 songs for you, hopefully. That'll cram it all in. We'll cram it all in. Thanks so much to Pluto for having us. This really is magic with all of you guys. I really need my wing mirrors.
Salvation Army band played, and the children drank lemonade. The morning lasted all day, and through an open window came, like Sinatra in a younger day, pushing the town away. Took a cigarette out, and everyone else came down to listen. He said in winter 1963, felt like the whole world would freeze. John F. Kennedy and the Beatles. Evening turned to rain. Watch the water running down the drain as we followed him down to the station. And though we never would have waved goodbye, you could see it beating in his eyes as the train pulled out of sight. life in a northern town. Life in a northern town.
Thanks so much. All right. We have 2 more songs to go. Is that okay? Is that good? I've got to just... So I have a funny story about this song. I was doing this gig in Melbourne just before all of the COVID stuff happened. I was actually on tour down there with an amazing multi-instrumentalist, Andrew Claremont. And we did this rad gig in Melbourne. We were supporting Pseudo Echo. I don't know if you guys know that band. They are so awesome. Anyway, it was a pub gig and they had like 3 sets of music. So it started out with like this really beautiful singer-songwriter doing really gentle love songs. And this like pub full of rowdy people. And no one was paying any attention at all. And I felt so sorry for him because his music was beautiful. And they were just like there for a party. And I was like, guys, you're missing this amazing talent. Anyway, I was like, well, I don't want you to talk while I'm singing. I'm a bit of a prima donna, frankly. I don't want you to be talking. So we started with this song and Andrew did this really amazing violin solo leading into it. And then I hit the first notes. And this lady was standing at the front of the stage leaning over the speakers at the front, and she jumped literally like 50 centimetres in the air. She got such a fright. And I was like, yeah, well, you're awake now, so you're going to... And it was great. Set the tone for the rest of the evening. She shut up, and it was great. Super, super fun. Anyway, this song is called Dragons. Which one? Yeah, 110. Righto. Here we go. You'll see why she jumped. If I can do it right.
Well, I thought we had a deal, and I thought the deal was done. As I went in for the kill, thinking I had won, you tore the magic carpet from beneath my soft white feet, and through the clouds of dust I saw my defeat. And love is not a game for the faint of heart, but we are big dragons. So draw your sword and watch your back, for we are big dragons.
much. I'm pretty sure that I forgot the words to my own song in the first verse there. So for all those fans up there who've been like, oh, I love dragons, I'm really sorry. Oh, I saw someone that I know and I was thinking about that and I was like, oh, what are the words? See, this happens to the best of us. The good thing is, when it's your song, you can sing what you like and you can make them up. You can make them up and just say, look, I rewrote it, even if it's complete rubbish. Anyway, we've got one more song for you. Thank you so much to everybody who's tuned in tonight and to our beautiful little crowd here. You're making us feel very warm and appreciated. And to these beautiful musicians on stage, thank you. It's really nice to play with real people again on an actual stage in an actual place. And thank you to Pluto for making this possible, because there's a lot of places now that this is not possible, so very, very lucky. This song, when I get the... I've got like going a bit fast in my mind. This song is called Wayfarer, and there we go. See if I can remember this one. Should be okay. This is my most recent single. I had so much fun writing this and recording it, and we have so much fun playing it every time. So I wrote this song about travelling New South Wales. I did a 7,000 kilometre trip tour a couple of years ago, and I'd never been to the Outback. It was my first time. We sang out in Burke and in Broken Hill, and it was just amazing. I've always felt like a real country girl because I grew up on a property near Armidale. And I've always felt pretty tough living in Sydney because I can drive a manual and I can change a tyre and all sorts of really tough things. But when I went to the Outback, I felt like such a city slicker and such a tourist. And I realised that Australia is huge and there's so much to see. So that is what this song is about. It also says, don't look back. And I like that sentiment. This is Matthew's favourite song, My Homeless Friend in the Park. It's his favourite song. He likes that sentiment too, and I think that's an amazing outlook to have for life. So this song is called Wayfarer.
I am a stranger in my own land. I have the power to change this in my hand. In my hand. I thought I knew what it was all about. I thought I understood the fires, floods and droughts. A country girl at heart. But on the road I realize I've so much more to see. I'll pack my bags and won't look back, and I won't look back. And I'm gonna be I'm gonna see this country through Wayfarer's eyes. Tell me a story and I'll tell you mine. These are the stories that will fund us down the line. Down the line. The more I travel, the more I see. Ancient history from the mountains to the sea. And shared humanity. And every day a new horizon changing as we go. Pack your bags and don't look back, and don't look back. And I'm gonna be a wayfarer.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for having us. And thank you very much for your support. I believe there is a PayPal situation going on. Thank you if you have already contributed, and if you can contribute, please do so. It helps keep these things alive in times that are very, very tough, and helps keep musicians alive, which is even tougher sometimes. So thank you very, very much. And keep listening to live music any way that you can.